Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel if you have been here before, and welcome if this is your first time. I have with me here my husband today, and in this video we are going to talk about our first date. So in the last video you all may have seen that we talked about our story and how we met, and it was requested from that video that we dive into our first date. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And just a recap, if you guys haven't seen the first video, definitely go back and check it out. Evan and I met online, and after a couple weeks of talking, we ended up meeting in person, face to face, at a park. Evan and I lived almost an hour apart from each other, and so we tried to find a place that was middle ground. We didn't know really what middle ground was, but we found a place that was 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes from me. Was it 30 minutes?
About 30 minutes.
Okay. We met on a Wednesday evening. I'm pretty sure it was a Wednesday. I was coming from work because I, at the time, worked 2 days a week in office. It was hybrid. So you got there.
I got there about 5 minutes early.
Okay.
Before we planned to meet. And you got there about 5 minutes after we'd planned to meet.
Yeah, I was 5 minutes late. But I wanted to, I was coming straight from work and I wanted to stop by the gas station first and fill up my tank just in case I needed to make an escape. Because I didn't know who he was. Like, I liked our conversation, but, he was still a stranger at this point. So I texted one of my best friends. I think I sent her your picture and told her the time, the date, the location. I had pepper spray. You just never know.
I didn't have any of these things. I just showed up.
I feel like men have less to worry about when it comes to these things.
I didn't know who I was dealing with at the time.
Who are you dealing with?
Chloe.
But yeah, so I was a little late because I stopped at the gas station. If I hadn't stopped at the gas station, most likely I probably would have made it right on time. I remember when I first saw Evan. I remember pulling up into the parking lot of the park, and I think the lots are separated by A, B, C, D or something like that.
You were in C lot. Or something
Yeah,
like that.
C lot. And so you text me. You didn't have my number. But we were texting through the app
yeah.
on this
The
dating
app.
site. And he said that he was in parking lot C. And so I found that and I pulled up and I saw Evan. He was outside. And I figured it was him. Obviously I had his picture and I knew what he looked like, but being in person and seeing him standing outside, it wasn't a close up. So I assumed I think that's him. And then I got out the car and I remember the forecast said it was supposed to rain.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think our first initial face to face was hi, and I think I said I'm gonna grab my umbrella. And I went in the car, grabbed the umbrella, and then we started walking around the park and talking. But I think you say you don't remember that initial part.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, but not really.
Yeah. What's the first part of our date that you remember?
I think just standing underneath that pavilion or gazebo or whatever it was, and just, I don't know, talking about something.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were under there for a while. Because the park had, to me, it's 3 distinct places that we walked to. There was this dock where we talked for a while, looked at the water and looked at a turtle that was in the water. It was that pavilion.
Yeah.
We were there for a while. I think we went to the pavilion before we went to the dock.
We did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because once we got to the dock, we were talking, and then this huge storm, these huge clouds that were dark. Because it was August, so it was a bright sunny day, and then suddenly it just got super dark. And we could literally see
the raindrops started coming down slowly, one at a time, not really heavy. So we started walking for shelter.
Yeah.
That was the bridge, right?
Yeah,
The covered bridge on the other side of the pond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I have my umbrella, and we actually shared my umbrella, which was strange
It's a
because
small umbrella.
is it small?
I think so. For two people.
I guess for two people. It's one of those clear umbrellas that two people could fit, but I feel like two people who know each other. But if it's like a stranger, it's like, yeah. But it's strange though. I mean, did it feel awkward?
Yes.
It did. But somehow it was like, I don't know, because I was thinking like, should I not share? Because then I'm like, he just about to get rained on. Then I'm like, I feel like I should because like you just be soaking wet. Because at that point it was pouring when we were walking towards the bridge. But yeah, it was weird because I remember, I think you were on the right side of me, but we were walking and I was just like kind of just holding it, like trying not to bump into you. Let me just keep this no physical contact. Just
Pretty sure I was half getting rained on. Anyway.
But yeah, we walked. We went under the bridge, or not under the bridge. We went to. There's like this bridge that has a covering, and so we stayed under there for shelter for a while, and then we talked. Then the rain, I guess it started clearing up, and then when we were under the covering of the bridge, there was a couple. We saw like a group of people coming towards us, and it was
A procession of people.
yes.
Yeah.
And it was a bride and groom, and they were about to get married.
So we decided to move off of the bridge, so we turned to walk the rest of the length of the bridge to the other side of the pond. And we turned in the middle of the bridge, there was the officiant standing there. So we're trapped between the wedding party and the officiant.
Yes, and he had like this little podium, which would be the altar. And so we were walking towards the altar because the wedding procession was coming the opposite direction. And that officiant looked at us.
He asked if we wanted to get married.
Yeah, he was like, you guys can get married. We just marry you or something like that, he said. Something indicating that we get married or we could or something.
It was an option.
That was and your response was like, oh, we're just trying to get out of their way.
We did not get married at that time.
No, we did not get married on the first date. But it was just wild that was happening on our first date, and that somebody said that to us on our first date, and that somebody was the officiant, which is wild. So yeah, we left the bridge, and then we continued to walk around the park. It's kind of like a circle, that area around circling the pond, and that was it. We just walked around and we talked, and we were there for a while because we started getting hungry.
Yeah.
But I don't think we told each other that we were hungry, but we just knew, like, individually. I mean, because it was getting late.
Yeah.
So once we got to the parking lot, you, I think, asked for my number.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To arrange a second date.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I think you said you like to do a second date, or asked me if I wanted to, something along those lines. And I wanted to do a second date too. And then you asked, am I doing hugs?
Something like that.
I remember.
Which is strange because I'm not really a hugger. I don't know why I asked you that.
And I'm not a hugger of strangers. Like, if I see women who I know, I'm a hugger. But a guy and a person who I don't know is like, fist bump or a handshake.
Have you ever fist bumped? Ever?
I have.
No, the two of us.
I don't know, have we?
I don't think we have. It's a weird thing for a husband and wife to do.
We've high-fived.
Have we?
We have.
Okay. I believe you.
But yeah, he asked me if I'm doing hugs, and I say yeah. And I gave him a hug. And somehow I didn't feel uncomfortable saying yes.
Well, we had been talking for about 2 hours probably.
Yeah.
So I feel like we knew each other a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
we weren't really strangers at that point.
Yeah, because I mean, and mind you too, obviously it's different face to face, but we have been talking a few weeks before we met face to face too.
Yeah, almost a month.
Yeah. And so meeting face to face was like, just another layer level to what we were already establishing. So, yeah. So, yeah, that was our first date. And then obviously it worked out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I feel like that our second date was probably like a really significant. Like the first one was too, but I think the second date is where we started to get into even more like personal type questions and discussions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So let us know if you want to hear about that one. Well, thanks so much for watching, you all. And let us know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you had a similar first date experience, or if you had a first date experience from meeting somebody online. And then don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss videos in the future, and click the notification bell so that you are the first to know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.